whispering through the void. And while we're at it, let's not forget the accretion disks around young stars. These spinning maelstroms of gas and dust aren't just picturesque. They're high-energy factories where new planets are forged. These disks rotate at staggering speeds, with material moving faster than the speed of sound in gas. Every inch of these swirling disks is a chaotic battle of gravity, pressure, and turbulence, a frantic, furious dance where worlds are born in violence. The universe doesn't just spin, it pirouettes, it whirls, it howls through the endless night with energies and speeds that stretch the very fabric of space and time. Every spinning object out there, from tiny asteroids to monstrous black holes, is a reminder that motion is life, motion is violence, and motion is the heartbeat of the cosmos. The stars don't just burn, the planets don't just orbit, the galaxies don't just drift. They spin, they rage, they scream across the silent emptiness at speeds that mock our puny human understanding of motion. And just when you think the cosmic carousel couldn't spin any faster, quantum mechanics steps into the arena and completely rewrites the rules. At the smallest scales imaginable, particles like electrons and quarks exhibit a strange property called intrinsic spin. Not spin like a planet or a top, but an inborn angular momentum that defies everyday intuition. These fundamental particles are spinning metaphorically at impossible speeds, forever locked into a quantum twirl that underpins the very structure of reality. Without this ceaseless, invisible motion, atoms wouldn't hold together, chemistry wouldn't work, life itself wouldn't exist. Even entire clusters of galaxies, years. Their spins are so colossal, so ancient, that they trace back to the earliest whispers of structure in the universe, seeded in the aftermath of the Big Bang. It's a cosmic inheritance of motion, a momentum handed down through eons, echoing across the darkness. Some theorists even speculate about exotic objects called gravis stars or boson stars, hypothetical entities that might spin in ways even more exotic than anything we've ever observed, combining extreme mass, rapid rotation, and quantum properties into a cocktail that pushes the very limits of known physics. If these objects exist, they could be the most bizarre and fastest spinning phenomena in all of creation, hidden out there, waiting for our instruments to catch up to their mystery. Rotation is the language of the universe's most extreme and most delicate creations alike. From collapsing giants to newborn stars, from tumbling asteroids to the quantum pirouettes of invisible particles, spin is a fundamental, inescapable feature of existence. It powers magnetic fields that protect worlds. It sculpts solar systems. It unleashes jets of energy that stretch across millions of light years. In the end, spinning is not just what objects in space do. It's what space itself does. Every whirl and every twirl is a frozen signature of past violence, past creation, past change. The cosmos remembers its history in every turn, every rotation, every impossible spin we glimpse through our telescopes and instruments. It's a universe that never stands still, a universe forever in motion, forever alive. Here at Whispers of the Cosmos, we chase those secret motions, those hidden rotations, those cosmic pirouettes that define the very fabric of existence. Every spin, every pulse, every orbit is a whisper carried across the void, a message from the universe itself. And as long as there are mysteries whirling in the darkness, we'll be here, listening, exploring, and sharing their stories with you, one cosmic whisper at a time. Imagine setting out on a cosmic journey, fueled by wonder, curiosity, and just a hint of madness. The universe is vast and beautiful, but it's also a place of unimaginable dangers. If you think a shark-filled ocean is terrifying, just wait until you see what the cosmos has cooked up. So buckle up, traveler. Today, we venture into the top 5 most dangerous places in the universe to visit. First stop, the surface of a neutron star. Picture this, a city-sized sphere, packing more mass than our entire sun, crushing atoms until they become an ocean of neutrons. Step foot here, if that were even possible, and you'd be flattened instantly by gravity 2 billion times stronger than Earth's. Forget hiking boots, you'd need quantum armor, just to survive the first nanosecond. Time, space, and even the definition of matter itself twists under such pressure. Here, reality bends, and the line between science and science fiction blurs. Next, we drift toward the center of a supermassive black hole. It sounds poetic, spiraling into a cosmic ballet of darkness, but in truth, it's pure annihilation. As you approach, tidal forces stretch you thinner and thinner until you become a single strand of atoms, a phenomenon chillingly named spaghettification. No spaceship, no shield, no desperate scream can save you. You wouldn't even see it coming. The very light carrying the warning signs is swallowed whole, lost to eternity. Crossing the event horizon is a one-way ticket, and no postcards from the other side. Now, let's get adventurous. How about visiting the Buddha's Void? Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. Imagine a region of space so empty, so utterly devoid of stars, galaxies, and light that it stretches nearly 330 million light-years across, like a cosmic ghost town. Travel here, and you'd find yourself in a cosmic silence so deep, your mind might fracture under the sheer psychological weight. No light, no stars, no beacons to guide you home. Just endless, suffocating darkness, whispering into the folds of your sanity. Feeling brave? Good, because now we're heading to the gamma-ray burst zone. Somewhere out there, massive stars are dying in violent explosions, releasing more energy in a few seconds than our sun will produce over its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. If you happen to be anywhere nearby, and by nearby, I mean hundreds of light-years away, the radiation would incinerate your spacecraft, strip away your atmosphere, and cook your DNA like overdone bacon. You wouldn't even have time to register the flash. You'd simply cease to exist, erased by a silent cosmic bullet traveling at the speed of light. And finally, the crown jewel of cosmic nightmares, the quasar's heart. Imagine a black hole so ravenous that, as it devours entire stars, it spews jets of radiation millions of light-years into space. A quasar's core shines brighter than entire galaxies combined, but approach too close, and you're caught in a maelstrom of lethal particles and magnetic storms. Here, physics goes feral. Gravity becomes a tyrant. Light itself struggles to escape the chaos. Visiting a quasar's core would be like flying into the mouth of an angry god, a blinding fury of energy, soundless but merciless. The universe is breathtaking, yes, but it is also merciless in its indifference. Beauty and terror, intertwined like twin strands of DNA, stitched into the very fabric of existence. And while we gaze up in awe, safely tucked away on our pale blue dot, these cosmic monsters lie in wait, silent, patient, eternal. But danger in the universe isn't always about brute force or cosmic violence. Sometimes it's about environments so alien, so extreme, that they defy the very rules life depends on. Take the atmosphere of a hot Jupiter, giant exoplanets that orbit scorchingly close to their stars. Here, temperatures soar to thousands of degrees, and winds scream at speeds of over 5,000 miles per hour. Iron doesn't just melt, it vaporizes, forming metallic clouds that rain molten droplets from the skies. Imagine standing on a world where the storm clouds aren't water, they're boiling metals, and every breath would ignite your lungs. Even machines wouldn't survive more than a few seconds in that hellish cauldron. Or consider the core of a white dwarf, the smoldering skeleton of a dead star. If you could somehow dig down into this cosmic ember, you'd find something truly bizarre. A mass of crystallized carbon and oxygen, essentially a gigantic diamond floating in space. But don't let its sparkle fool you. The gravitational forces here are so intense that a teaspoon of white dwarf material would weigh as much as a skyscraper. Its beauty forged under unimaginable pressure, a jewel crafted by death itself. Now, imagine venturing into the magnetosphere of a magnetar, the magnetic monster cousins of neutron stars. A magnetar's magnetic field is 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's. Get too close, and it could tear apart the very atoms that make up your body. Not your ship, not your suit, your atoms. It's like nature reached deep into its bag of tricks and pulled out a force so powerful it breaks the rules of matter itself. Just being nearby would scramble your brain's electrical signals before you even knew you were in trouble. And then there's the accretion disk of a black hole, the swirling halo of gas and dust spiraling into oblivion. Temperatures here can rival the cores of stars. The friction alone produces radiation so intense it could sterilize entire regions of space. You wouldn't even need to fall into the black hole to be doomed. Just brushing the edge of its hungry whirlpool would be enough to reduce a spacecraft to its component atoms, scattering them across the event horizon like cosmic confetti. Finally, we can't forget the raw chaos of star-forming nebulae. From a distance, they look majestic, colorful clouds of dust and gas where new stars are born. But inside, it's a battlefield of radiation, shockwaves, and gravity so turbulent that entire planetary systems can be shredded before they even form. Here, destruction and creation dance hand in hand. Step into this cosmic nursery without proper shielding, and the high-energy particles would slice through you like 1,000 invisible knives. Its beauty in its most violent infancy. The universe doesn't hide its dangers behind locked doors. It puts them on full display, dressed in dazzling lights and spectacular phenomena, daring the bold and the curious to come closer. It's a place where survival isn't guaranteed, where the rules you trust to keep you safe are bent, broken, and sometimes erased entirely. Yet despite all of this, despite the peril, the chaos, the unimaginable extremes, we can't look away. Because in every fiery death, every crushing force, every storm of annihilation, the universe reminds us of something profound, that existence itself is a miracle carved from the very heart of chaos. And what about the places where even time itself seems to lose meaning? Imagine wandering too close to the edge of a cosmic string, hypothetical one-dimensional defects in space-time, thinner than an atom, but heavier than a mountain range. Their gravitational pull would be so intense that they could warp space around them like a tornado twisting the sky. One accidental crossing, and you might be hurled across the galaxy, or torn out of existence before you even realized it. Then there's the chaotic realm of colliding galaxies. Two titanic cities of stars, each containing hundreds of billions of suns, smashing together over hundreds of millions of years. It's not just a fireworks show. Gravitational forces rip apart solar systems, black holes spiral toward inevitable confrontation, and radiation storms sweep through the interstellar medium. If you were unlucky enough to be caught in the chaos, no amount of shielding or evasive maneuvering would save you. It would be like trying to survive a demolition derby where every car weighs 1,000,000,000,000 tons, or dive into the deadly drama of a Type Ia supernova, the ultimate cosmic bomb. When a white dwarf siphons off just enough material from a companion star, it crosses a critical mass limit and detonates in a thermonuclear explosion that can outshine entire galaxies. If your spacecraft were parked nearby, the flood of gamma rays would strip away your protective layers, cook you alive in milliseconds, and erase all traces of your visit. Not even light can outrun the sheer devastation. And lurking in the dark, hidden by shadows, are rogue planets, giant orphan worlds ejected from their parent stars, drifting alone through the void. Their surfaces are frozen, their skies eternally black. No sun, no warmth, no life, just endless night and lethal cold that would sap every last joule of heat from your body until you became a frozen relic, preserved for eternity in a universe that wouldn't even notice you were gone. But perhaps the most chilling threat is something subtler: vacuum decay, a nightmare straight from quantum physics. If our universe exists in a false vacuum, a precarious, unstable state, then somewhere, at any moment, a tiny bubble of true vacuum could spontaneously form and expand at the speed of light. Anything it touches would be wiped clean. Atoms, stars, galaxies, the very laws of physics rewritten. There would be no warning, no escape, no trace. Reality itself would be reprogrammed. The universe is not just a place of wonders. It's a crucible of extremes, where survival is the exception, not the rule. Every sparkling nebula, every swirling black hole, every lonely rogue planet is a chapter in a cosmic story written in the language of creation and destruction. And somehow, against all odds, on one tiny rock orbiting a modest star, life found a foothold and dared to look up. Here at Whispers of the Cosmos, we don't just stare into the night sky. We listen. We listen to the silent roars of black holes, to the echoes of ancient stars, to the deep resonant hum of a universe both terrifying and breathtaking. Every whisper from the cosmos tells a story of danger, of beauty, of endless possibility. And as long as there are mysteries in the sky, we'll be here, listening, wondering, and reaching ever further into the infinite. You think Earth's moon is strange? It's just the beginning. Our solar system is a sprawling carnival of moons, over 200 of them, and they are anything but ordinary. Some are frozen, some are volcanic, some hide oceans, some breathe, some break the rules of planetary science, and some, they shouldn't even exist. Take a seat, buckle your imagination. We're going on a tour of the weirdest, wildest moons orbiting the sun's planetary giants, and each one is more jaw-dropping than the last. Let's start with Io, Jupiter's tortured child, the most volcanic body in the entire solar system. Not one volcano, not 10. Over 400 active volcanoes erupting across its surface, lava fountains taller than Everest, sulfur plains glowing orange and yellow. What causes this hellscape? Tidal forces. Jupiter pulls on Io like a celestial taffy, squeezing it, kneading it, heating it from the inside. It's not just geology, it's planetary warfare. And then there's Triton, Neptune's largest moon. But here's the kicker, it orbits backward. Retrograde. It's the only large moon in the solar system that does. That means it didn't form around Neptune. It was captured, an interstellar refugee, caught and chained to a gas giant. Its surface covered in nitrogen ice, but it's not still. Geysers of dark material burst from beneath, spraying miles into the sky. A cold moon, a captured moon, a rebelling moon. Next stop, Mimas, Saturn's moon that looks suspiciously like the Death Star. One massive crater, Herschel crater, gives it a distinctly familiar look, but its weirdness goes deeper. Scientists expected an ocean beneath its surface, based on its shape, but there's no sign of one. Or is there? Its wobble hints at something sloshing inside. Could this frozen cue ball be hiding a secret sea? Speaking of oceans, let's talk about Europa. From the outside, smooth, icy, calm, but beneath that icy shell lies a vast liquid ocean, possibly twice the volume of all of Earth's combined. And where there's water, there could be life. But this isn't just water, it's salty, warm, and restless, stirred by tidal heat. Think about it, a world with no sunlight, no air, and yet the potential for alien microbes swimming beneath a frozen sky. But Europa isn't alone. Its cousin Enceladus is a snow-white jewel orbiting Saturn, and it sprays water into space. That's right, massive plumes erupt from its south pole, launching ice and vapor hundreds of kilometers into the void. NASA flew a spacecraft through the spray and found organic molecules, hydrogen, salts, the ingredients for life, on a tiny moon no wider than Arizona. Something is cooking under that ice. Then there's Phobos, Mars' largest moon, but large is generous. It's irregular, potato-shaped. It orbits Mars so fast, just 7 hours, that it rises in the west and sets in the east, and it's spiraling inward. One day, Phobos will get too close, break apart, and form a ring around Mars. This isn't science fiction, it's orbital destiny. Now shift your eyes to Titan, Saturn's heavyweight moon, bigger than Mercury, shrouded in a thick orange atmosphere, not of oxygen, of nitrogen and methane. It rains liquid methane. Rivers of hydrocarbons snake across its surface. Lakes, seas, even waves. But it's minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to freeze steel. Yet it has weather, seasons, climate. It's the only place in the solar system, besides Earth, known to have standing bodies of liquid. It's alien, but eerily familiar. Let's get weirder. Iapetus, another Saturnian enigma. Half of it is dark as charcoal. The other half is bright as snow. A world split in two. And there's a ridge running along its equator. A mountain range that wraps around the moon like a belt. Where did it come from? No one knows. It looks like a walnut from space. A cosmic oddball with no clear origin story. Now zoom out, way out, to Uranus. Its moon Miranda is a shattered world stitched back together. Cliffs 20 kilometers tall, the tallest in the solar system. Canyons, ridges, and terrain that looks like it was cut and pasted together by an indecisive god. It's as if the moon broke apart, and gravity pulled it back into a Frankenstein shape. A patchwork of chaos orbiting a tilted, icy giant. And finally, the wild card, Pan. Not even spherical, it looks like a ravioli, a literal space ravioli. Why? Because it orbits inside Saturn's rings and has scooped up material around its equator. That ring of debris formed a bulge, a ridge, a pasta-shaped moon that clears a gap in the rings like a tiny cosmic Roomba. Small, bizarre, and totally unique. This is just a glimpse, a glance at the celestial zoo that orbits our planets. These moons aren't just rocks. They're laboratories. They're time capsules. Some are active, some are dead, some could host alien life. Others are ticking time bombs. They challenge everything we thought we knew about what a moon could be. We often look at planets as the rulers of their orbits, the undisputed sovereigns of the solar system. But these moons, they're the revolutionaries. They don't follow the rules, they rewrite them. Some moons have atmospheres thicker than Mercury's, others have none at all, yet still host violent geological activity. Some are ancient and cratered, bearing the scars of billions of years of cosmic history. Others have surfaces so fresh, so smooth, it's as if they were born yesterday. These aren't static worlds. They evolve, they change, they surprise us. Take the way many of them interact with magnetospheres. For example, Ganymede, Jupiter's largest moon, is not only bigger than Mercury, it's the only moon in the solar system with its own magnetic field. A moon with a magnetic shield. That means auroras, glowing curtains of light, dancing across its icy crust, shaped by the giant planet it orbits. A moon with its own space weather. And let's not forget that some of these moons may not be moons forever. Their orbits decay, their surfaces erode. Some are being stripped apart by radiation. Others may one day escape their planets entirely, set adrift into the void as rogue objects, cosmic loners, bearing the chemical fingerprints of the systems they once called home. Some moons act like engines, driving the structure of the ring systems around their planets. Shepherd moons like Prometheus and Pandora don't just orbit Saturn, they sculpt its rings, gravitationally herding ice and dust like sheepdogs of the cosmos. Without these moons, Saturn's iconic rings would be chaos. And in a twist of poetic beauty, some moons are the products of cataclysm, likely formed from violent impacts in the ancient solar system. Pieces of shattered worlds coalescing into new bodies. Every ridge, every groove etched into their surface is a page in the history book of celestial violence. But perhaps the most humbling realization is this. We used to think of moons as passive companions, but now we see them as active players, architects, disruptors, potential cradles of life. Each one offers clues about habitability, chemistry, heat, time, about the very nature of planets themselves. Look close enough, and a moon becomes a mirror, reflecting not just its planet, but our own endless curiosity. What might we find in the methane lakes of Titan? What strange pressures exist beneath Europa's ice? Could microbes be swimming under Enceladus's crust right now, never knowing a star, a sky, or a sun? They don't need to be large to be important. They don't need to glow to be powerful. These moons whisper to us from the edges of our reach. We're not just followers, we're worlds. And somewhere in those icy oceans, fractured terrains, and volcanic pits, lies a secret the cosmos is still keeping. So the next time you gaze at our moon, bathed in pale silver light, remember, it is but one member of a sprawling, unpredictable lunar family. Out there, orbiting giants of gas and ice, are moons that erupt, moons that freeze, moons that whisper with oceans beneath their shells, and rain hydrocarbons from alien skies. They are not background characters in the solar system's story. They are the plot twists. They challenge the definitions of life, habitability, even of what a world truly is. And they remind us, again and again, that the universe is far weirder, wilder, and more imaginative than we ever dared believe. We searched for planets and found miracles hiding in their shadows. Because in the grand symphony of space, even the moons have something to say, and we are finally learning to listen. But let's step back and ponder for a moment. A galactic collision isn't merely an isolated cosmic incident. It's part of a universal dance happening everywhere we look. Across billions of years and billions of galaxies, collisions have continually shaped and reshaped our universe, sculpting galaxies into new forms, sparking cascades of star birth, and enriching the cosmos with new generations of planets and possibly even life. Take, for example, the stunning Antennae galaxies, a cosmic embrace frozen in time. These two galaxies, located millions of light years away, are right now engaged in a spectacular gravitational battle, their spiral arms entangled like interstellar lovers locked in an endless dance. Their collision sets off bursts of stellar fireworks, lighting the universe with intense flashes of newborn stars. It's a visual symphony of destruction and creation, a testament to the unstoppable power of gravitational attraction. And there's Centaurus A, one of the nearest galactic collisions to our own Milky Way. It's an elliptical galaxy devouring a smaller spiral, leaving a chaotic, dust-filled scar stretching across its luminous core. Centaurus A is a reminder that even serene-looking galaxies have tumultuous pasts, their present forms often hiding violent histories beneath a calm exterior. When galaxies merge, something truly profound happens, an extraordinary reshuffling of cosmic material. Massive gas clouds collide, collapse, and ignite into spectacular star-forming regions. Bright clusters of new stars illuminate these galaxies like cosmic cities suddenly bursting to life. In those intense nurseries of stellar birth, the elements essential for life itself, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, are forged and scattered throughout space, eventually seeding new worlds. In fact, you and I, we're children of these cosmic collisions. Every atom in our bodies, carbon in our cells, iron in our blood, calcium in our bones, was once cooked in the heart of distant stars, dispersed in supernovae explosions, and carried across galaxies by the chaos of collisions. We are quite literally star stuff, reborn from the ashes of cosmic encounters. But what's perhaps most astonishing is that these cosmic collisions aren't rare. They're routine. They are the heartbeat of the universe, occurring countless times throughout cosmic history. Even now, somewhere across the vast expanse of the cosmos, galaxies are colliding, stars are igniting, and new worlds are forming, potentially worlds teeming with life. Yet there's a haunting beauty to this perpetual transformation. Consider the Sombrero Galaxy, majestic, elegant, a radiant swirl of stars encircled by a graceful ring of dust. This peaceful appearance belies a violent past. Its perfect symmetry was likely forged by collisions with smaller galaxies, each one adding new layers of stars and dust, ultimately sculpting a cosmic masterpiece. And then we look further still, billions of years from now. After Milky settles into its new form, the night sky, viewed from a distant future Earth, if Earth still harbors life, would be unrecognizable. The peaceful, star-studded tapestry we see today, replaced by luminous arcs of stellar material, vast nebulae glowing brilliantly, clusters of new suns illuminating skies no human has yet imagined. It would be a cosmos reborn, transformed by forces grander and older than humanity itself. This constant collision and reshaping of galaxies serve as a powerful reminder. Nothing in the universe is permanent. Stars ignite and fade, galaxies merge and reform, planets evolve, life emerges, thrives, and sometimes disappears. This is the fundamental truth of existence: change, growth, transformation, constant motion, driven by the universal laws of physics and gravity. And perhaps that's what makes these galactic collisions so deeply fascinating. They illustrate nature's astonishing creativity, its endless capacity for renewal and reinvention. Within cosmic destruction lies the seeds of new creation. Within chaos emerges stunning order, and within universal upheaval lie the conditions for life's continual rebirth. So as we stand on this tiny blue planet, gazing into the infinite expanse above, we witness more than stars and galaxies. We see a dynamic universe in perpetual motion, revealing itself through collisions and mergers that shape not just galaxies, but life itself. Whispers of the cosmos. Imagine gazing into the vastness of space and seeing ghostly shapes drifting silently, their ethereal tendrils stretching out across millions of miles, illuminated by the faint glow of newborn stars or the fading embers of dying suns. These are cosmic ghosts, the mysterious nebulae that fill our universe with awe, wonder, and questions that challenge the very essence of human understanding. Today, we venture deep into the cosmos, exploring 7 of the most enigmatic, eerie, and extraordinary nebulae ever discovered. Buckle up, cosmic explorers. It's time to chase some ghosts. We start our journey in the heart of Orion, a stellar nursery known as the Orion Nebula, a cosmic cradle that dazzles astronomers and dreamers alike. Visible to the naked eye on clear nights, Orion's cloud of glowing gas spans more than 24 light-years and cradles within it thousands of newborn stars. This nebula is a bustling cosmic maternity ward, where gravity pulls immense clouds of gas together until nuclear fusion ignites, birthing stars that shine with youthful vigor. The swirling, vibrant colors, crimson reds, sapphire blues, and shimmering greens, are not just visually stunning. They're signatures of hydrogen, oxygen, and other elements, painting a luminous portrait of cosmic creation. But the true mystery of Orion lies in its hidden depths, where strange, embryonic star systems form in dark pockets, hinting at the astonishing possibilities of life elsewhere. Next, drifting across the sky like a ghostly phantom, is the Horsehead Nebula, an iconic dark nebula silhouetted dramatically against a glowing backdrop of hydrogen gas. Located in Orion's belt, the Horsehead Nebula resembles a cosmic shadow, dark dust obscuring the brilliance behind it. This nebula is not illuminated from within, but rather sculpted by nearby stars, whose ultraviolet radiation carves and shapes its unmistakable silhouette. Imagine standing close by, gazing up at this towering column of cosmic dust, a dark sentinel tens of trillions of kilometers tall, silent, enigmatic, and shrouded in mystery. Inside this cosmic cloud, hidden from our sight, stars quietly form, protected by dense darkness that keeps their birth a tantalizing secret. But if the Horsehead is a silhouette of darkness, the Helix Nebula is the universe's haunting eye. Known as the Eye of God, it stares back at humanity from 700 light-years away, a glowing ring of gas surrounding the fading core of a dying star. This cosmic eye formed when a star, not unlike our Sun, reached the end of its life and gently shed its outer layers into space, creating this mesmerizing ring. Look closely and you'll see delicate filaments, cosmic eyelashes stretching outward, sculpted by stellar winds. The Helix Nebula serves as a chilling yet beautiful reminder of the future awaiting our own solar system, as stars inevitably age and fade, leaving behind ghostly remnants to captivate future observers. Then there's the Crab Nebula, a violently beautiful remnant born from a supernova explosion observed nearly 1,000 years ago by astronomers on Earth. In 1054, This cosmic explosion lit our skies so brightly that it could be seen even in broad daylight, recorded by ancient civilizations around the globe. Today, what remains is a swirling, turbulent cloud of energized gas and dust expanding at dizzying speeds. At its center pulses a rapidly spinning neutron star, a pulsar rotating 30 times each second, sending beams of radiation across the galaxy like a cosmic lighthouse. The Crab Nebula is an astronomical puzzle, constantly studied yet never fully understood, a testament to the immense power and mystery of stellar death. Moving farther into the cosmic realm, we find the Pillars of Creation, a breathtaking formation deep within the Eagle Nebula. These towering pillars, stretching several light-years tall, are clouds of gas and dust eroded by intense radiation from nearby young stars. Within these pillars lie hidden pockets, dark cocoons, sheltering newborn stars that someday will ignite, illuminating the nebula with new cosmic fire. The Pillars of Creation challenge our imagination, as their scale dwarfs human comprehension. If you traveled at the speed of light, crossing just one pillar would take several years. Yet remarkably, recent observations hint these majestic structures may already be gone, destroyed by a distant supernova whose shockwave has yet to visibly reach us. Are we witnessing ghosts, cosmic echoes traveling through time, structures that exist now only as haunting memories? Traveling deeper still, we encounter the mysterious Boomerang Nebula, the coldest known place in the entire universe. This ghostly apparition floats 5,000 light-years away, and its core is astonishingly colder than the faint afterglow of the Big Bang itself, plunging to temperatures just above absolute zero. The Boomerang Nebula's chilling environment comes from gas, rapidly expanding away from a dying star, creating an environment so frigid it defies comprehension. Imagine a place colder than the background temperature of space itself, an impossibly cold ghost drifting silently through the cosmos, offering clues about how stars die and the strange, extreme conditions they create. And finally, we journey to one of the most mystifying of all nebulae, Sharpless 2-136, commonly known as the Ghost Nebula. Located in the constellation Cepheus, this dark nebula appears like a spectral apparition, a shadowy figure reaching out into space with arms of dust and gas, illuminated faintly by nearby stars. The Ghost Nebula's haunting appearance isn't merely an optical illusion. Its dust particles reflect and scatter starlight, creating subtle shades and ghostly forms. Inside its cold, dense core, stars quietly incubate in darkness, slowly forming over millions of years. This nebula stands as a testament to cosmic mystery itself. Shadows in the darkness, holding secrets about the birth and life of stars that we're only beginning to unravel. Every nebula we encounter tells a story of birth, death, transformation, and the profound mystery of our cosmic origins. These cosmic ghosts, drifting silently through space, are celestial storytellers, narrating tales older than humanity itself. They remind us that the universe, vast and filled with wonder, continually challenges our imagination and understanding. As we continue deeper into our cosmic voyage, we encounter the enigmatic Cat's Eye Nebula, a dazzling spectacle nearly 3,000 light-years away in the constellation Draco. This nebula doesn't just shine, it practically dazzles, revealing a complex structure that astronomers still struggle to fully decipher. With concentric shells, intricate loops, and swirling filaments of gas and dust radiating outward, the Cat's Eye Nebula offers a hypnotic glimpse into the turbulent life of a dying star. Its captivating patterns hint at chaotic pulsations and eruptions from the star's past, a ghostly record of stellar upheaval frozen in cosmic time. Then, drifting silently in the constellation Aquarius, we meet the Saturn Nebula, a nebula bearing an uncanny resemblance to the ringed planet Saturn. Yet unlike its planetary namesake, this nebula isn't composed